Father's Day just around the corner. Here's an idea though, don't go out. Make brunch at home for your pops.
Yes, he will love it, especially this recipe. Here to show us how to make a delicious Eggs Benedict is personal chef Bill Collins from chefbill.com. Bill, chef secrets you have for us today, don't you?
There's some great chef secrets because a lot of people are afraid of Eggs Benedict. Not so much afraid to eat it, but there are two parts of it that people are unsure of. One is how to make the hollandaise sauce, and the other one is how to cook the eggs. Poaching eggs seem to be a mystery, but they're not. And that's what we're going to go over today, so you can have the perfect Eggs Benedict. Now, Eggs Benedict isn't something you have every day when you're running out of the house. It does take a bit of time. It's for that special thing like Father's Day.
Yeah, it's not necessarily for people watching their waistlines either.
Exactly. Well, you can watch your waistlines, but you'd be watching it increase if you have it too often.
You'd be watching something.
It depends what you're watching for.
Now, this Benedict, is this after a gentleman named Mr. Benedict?
Yes, it is. Not Arnold. That was,
okay.
This is much more recent. At the turn of the century, the previous one, this is, I don't know how you can say this on morning television, a hangover recipe.
Oh, you could say that.
Because I wasn't sure. Because this guy went to his private club, because every gentleman had one in those days, and he put together this combination for the waiter who really liked the idea, and the chef put it together, and it was, this guy came up with, I want Canadian bacon, I want it on a muffin, the whole thing, and that's how it came about.
Wow, so, thank goodness for this Benedict guy, because it's a breakfast favorite.
And that really just goes to the power of alcohol. If it wasn't for that, who's to know, we might never have had Eggs Benedict.
Exactly. So
eggs whiskey.
Oh, you know, that's a good point. We call eggs whiskey. So we're going to start with the eggs. The eggs take 3.5 minutes.
Okay.
And so I'm going to pop them in. You want to break the eggs first. Whether you're frying an egg or however you're cooking an egg, you don't want to be cracking the egg when you want to put it in. Especially if there's more than one, you can have eggshell to worry about. The last one might take a little longer. So have them ready to go. So I'm just going to start with 2 eggs. But also, I'm not just putting these in any old water. I put some vinegar in the water.
And so
that keeps the eggs, keeps them together. The eggs will not taste vinegary, but that's really how you want to do it. So that you can do it. You can get those really little egg poaching pans with little cups in them. Those work well too. If you don't have one, here's a great way to do it.
I noticed the water's not quite boiling, but it's hot. Is that the ideal temperature?
Yes, you want it almost boiling or just barely at a simmer. You don't want a big rolling, pounding boil because that will affect the texture of the egg.
Okay.
So now, what I've already done here is I've combined some egg yolks and some water.
And this is for the hollandaise?
This is for the hollandaise, that's right. I'm glad you said that because I was just assuming. I also just want to mention for the moment that all of the stuff, the terrific Canadian bacon, everything came from our friends at Whole Foods in Hadley. So just great ingredients today to make this special Father's Day breakfast. Now, I have here melted butter. I melted it a short while ago, but you'll want it screaming hot still a bit warm, but not screaming hot.
So in there is, you said egg yolks?
This is just the egg yolks and water, and a little lemon juice and a little salt.
All right.
Now, for the melted butter, I scraped most of the white stuff off the top, and I'm just leaving the bottom stuff on the bottom because you want just the pure egg itself. Now, first of all, I whisk this together for just about 30 seconds. See how light and frothy it is. And I'm going to slowly pour in and splash all over the counter here.
Now, if you didn't pour it slowly, the hot butter would make the egg cook, right?
It would turn it into scrambled eggs.
Okay.
And so that's why you want to continually whisk, and you don't want this on a big rolling boil underneath. You want it very hot, almost at a boil. It can be even under a boil, but you're going to be cooking the eggs through, so it's not as though you're having raw egg yolks when you're done with this.
Okay, you've been whisking all morning.
I have been whisking all morning.
How you feeling? Are you a little tired?
Well, yeah, I have a very strong right arm from whisking, and I'm like Popeye. And
not from spinach, just from whisking.
That's right too.
And definitely not from hollandaise, because then that would just kill it.
That's right. Yeah, if I whisked it and ate it all the time. So really, you just pour it in slowly, continue to whisk, and it's going to come together rather quickly. You'll see it's still kind of a liquidy. The eggs haven't cooked yet.
Now I noticed you put this mixing bowl in a pot. Is that intentional?
Yes, it is. Now think of this as a double boiler.
Okay.
So you can use a real double boiler pot. But this way, if you don't have one, just take a stainless steel bowl. A lot of recipes say, well, you could use a glass bowl. I'm not really partial to using a glass bowl because what happens with that is they can break. And so
they're loud.
And they're loud. And so the last thing you want is that. So.
And this also helps too with it so your bowl isn't going all over the table.
Exactly. So now, just as another helpful hint, say you were trying to pour something and whisk at the same time, and you didn't have a pot to hold it steady. It was just going on a counter. Just put a damp cloth underneath it, and it'll keep it from spinning around.
Okay. So, for the sake of TV time, fast forwarding.
We're fast forwarding.
I know you're whisking as fast as you can.
I am. I'm going to pull this way because also in TV time, look what I have.
Okay.
I have some hollandaise.
Now, this consistency is what we're shooting for. It's almost like a pudding-y.
That's exactly it. Here you can see it. It's very thick. It's a thick sauce.
I thought you were going to offer me a bite. I was going to say I might refuse.
Well.
On its own.
And what I have here are the eggs.
Okay.
So now
putting this all together, I heard the toaster popped.
The toaster popped. So here's an English muffin.
All right.
And I'm going to put these over right
now,
there.
Now, why are they called English muffins? I'm kidding.
There's an Englishman
named Mr. Muffin.
Mr. Muffin.
Mr. Muffin.
And so see, and actually this has been 3.5 minutes. Usually I put it on paper towel just for a moment to drain it, but I didn't this morning because it's live television. And just the Canadian bacon goes there.
Okay.
See, now notice how well that shape came out.
And did you put the Canadian bacon? How did you cook that?
I just warmed it in the oven because Canadian bacon is like hot dogs. They don't taste anything alike, but they're it's already cooked when you get it. However, don't substitute a hot dog on your Eggs Benedict.
No.
Don't try that at home. So here, just going to drizzle just a little bit over there.
Yeah. Now, this is the classic recipe, too. You look online, there's a million ways to doll this up, but this is the base where you start making the hollandaise from.
It is, and that's the thing. You can buy hollandaise, but make it yourself. It's very simple, but here's the thing, and you've got the chives for garnish.
And flavor, too, right?
Absolute flavor, garnish, all of it. And the great thing about Eggs Benedict is, as you see, it's not really terribly difficult to make. Nice flourish with the chives.
Thank you.
Not only is it not difficult to make, it's just a big wow. Don't try another lighter sauce. It's going to disappoint you. You're going to go for the big bomb every now and then. This is how you want to do it.
Go full fat.
Why and what about the lemon? Do we put any lemon juice on there?
I already put the lemon juice in with the egg yolks when I whisk that. So yep. So
I really want to eat, so if you want more chef secrets, what you have to do is tune on to mymassappeal.com. Also, if you want this recipe or so many more, my mouth's watering.
You're so excited. I know. I'll take it from here. Go to mymassappeal.com later today.
Thank you.
Just eat, Seth.
All right.